7.
Yep.
I meant to go live early and I didn't. All right.
Hold on. My wife's locked out.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I was messing with my water a little bit. Good evening, everyone. This is Owlbear Odysseys. I assume everyone can see that we are right now missing a player. Jeff is currently out. We don't want to make it a habit, but it is something that he had to take care of, and he might be able to hop in later. We'll see what happens, but we just want to point that out there. And yeah, some quick character introductions for everyone. Uh, Here's everyone. Let's start off with Shane.
I'm Shane. I'm playing Dawn. She's a druid. She likes nature. I don't know why I've chosen to do it this way. There is a cat in my lap right now.
That's okay. JT.
I'm a burly boy in a burly world. My muscles are fantastic, and I don't have a rhyme for that word. I'm playing Beef Ironfelt de Leonin.
Good on you. And then Austin.
I am Austin. I'm playing Glint, the shy boy wizard, and I'm currently traveling with family right now, so that's
It happens.
Hey, before we do anything else, it's my parents' anniversary, and I just got a guilt trip message because I haven't told them happy anniversary yet. So let's all together tell Jeremy and Shauna happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Jeremy
Happy
and
anniversary.
Shauna.
Happy anniversary, Jeremy and Shauna. Thank you. That's all.
We love how in sync that was. Good old remote
Oh,
recording.
that was so good. Okay. Shane, hit us off with our intro.
That we may have forgotten to play before now. But you get to see it now. Now.
Okay, and we are
Whoa.
back.
I spent hours making that, and we forgot to play it the first two sessions.
That's our apologies.
So let's just roll it again to make up for lost time.
We can have a playback later, maybe. But okay. Well, right now we have Austin moving a little bit. He's trying to get to a better place. But then let's get a recap going real quick for what happened last session. So, in our last session, we found our players finishing up the trials of their fateful interviews, and they were the ones who finished first. Right after they finished, they met a man named Lysanther, and Lysanther Silverglade. After they met Lysanther Silverglade, they went on home. But before they went home, they all went and got their own unique styles of pizza, all made by Dawn. And all the players and characters, they were waiting to figure out what happened to all of the people they knew during the trials. After they all went to bed, and then the next morning, they all heard throughout the whole city an announcement that there will be a conference happening on the island of the Fey Court. That is happening on the 10th day. And we find ourselves with our players waking up this morning right after this announcement. And we will pick it up with... Oh, man, I couldn't think of a name. Beef. We'll pick right up with Beef in the morning right after that announcement.
Right. And what time was the announcement again?
The announcement was at 5 a.m.
Okay, so I'm not just waking up. I'm like in the middle of my morning jog.
Oh, I forget how early you wake up.
Um,
How early do you wake up again?
so that everyone knows, the joke that Marshall and I have decided to allow, or the joke that I came up with that Marshall has decided to allow, is that Beef only actually sleeps 3 to 4 hours a night. He spends the rest of the time in meditation and strength training, but like I can't use that time for anything, so that I'm still having to get a full 8-hour rest, even if in world I'm not resting for 8 hours. So I mean, I got up and well, no one else is up right now, so I'm not doing free weight. Like I'm doing free weights, but I'm not like doing the bench or anything because I don't have a spotter. So probably spent like an hour on free weights and then started my jog. Got about an hour into my jog, and then the announcement came on. Um,
Yeah.
and so I don't know, probably just finishing, heading back to the gym to open up at 6. Um, just pumping through the streets as fast as I can. I'm on
Bumping
the
through the
sprint
streets as
portion.
fast. What is Beef doing as he's running through the streets and pumping as much iron as he can while he's running through, heading back to go open up his shop, the Ascendant Dragon?
I'm thinking about what was the name of that loan shark that I talked to the other day?
The name of the loan shark is
Personal P plots?
Joey.
Okay, no, that's a different person.
The If you're talking about the actual the guy who's been trying to buy everyone's places, that is Percival P. Plots. The loan
Yes.
shark. Okay.
Sorry, I'm thinking of plots.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about his offer and like the people that he's already bought out and put out of business. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of just like, whenever I go on these runs, I'm kind of just in the zone. So it's like it's interfering with my run that I'm like worrying about this right now. But
Yeah.
I'm really worried for people in my neighborhood that aren't in the best of financial status and might be tempted to sell and end up like losing all of the hard work they've put into their careers.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen any proof that selling to plots is worth it. So like I'm afraid that they're going to lose their jobs, lose all that hard work, and not get anything for it.
Yeah. So are you checking in on people right now? Going through the streets?
Kind of covertly, just like checking on,
Okay.
running by all of my friends' shops as well, just to make sure that they're still like standing. But mostly, I'm just very preoccupied.
Covertly
Okay.
running through the streets while lifting weights, as one does.
I feel like I need to
How
make clear that I did not mean that I'm lifting weights while running through the streets. I recognize that that's an
Oh,
interpretation of what I said.
when you
When I
said
said
pump and iron,
pumping,
yeah.
I said pumping. I meant like pumping my arms as I run.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
added the pumping iron. I see. I get it. My
so
bad.
I'm just like running by everyone's shops to make sure that they're still there.
Yeah. So, the street you're on, um, it's a very long, uh, street. There's probably about 20, maybe even close to 30 different family-run shops, and there are about 7 of them closed completely, and they have left. Everyone's home at their shops was literally right above their shop. That was basically for every family-run shop throughout this whole street.
Right. Have
Um,
I been able to keep in touch with the ones that have left?
have you?
I mean, I would have reached out. Have I been able to do they have addresses now or anything? Like,
Yeah. You have a couple addresses. Um, one of them takes you to Seacoast Park. That's in the northern area of Heartwood City.
okay,
Um, if you're looking at the map right now, it's the one furthest north, basically right
right.
along the coast. And then there are 2 of them in Smifton. And the
Mm,
rest are sorry.
no, sorry, go ahead.
And the rest are really scattered about. None of them have like names of neighborhoods that they're in. It's more so of like it looks like temporary addresses.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have kept in I would have written letters to everyone once they'd moved, tried to keep in touch, maybe on a full running day where I'm doing like my 6 or 8 hour jogs, maybe even like gone to those other areas and stop by to see them. Um,
Yeah.
does everything seem normal with them?
Yeah. The ones if you stopped in Smifton and Seacoast Park, it looks like they're doing much better off.
Okay.
But if you can give me a straight intelligence check.
All right, I can do that. We're gonna roll a nat 20. That's all right. We rolled a nat 16, so I got a 15.
Hey, that's still really good. So you got a 15. Uh, the 3 that are doing pretty well, the 2 in Smifton and the one at Seacoast Park,
Right.
those ones were like prime real estate. They were basically on the corners where everyone can be seen.
Okay.
They were some of the first owners of this whole street.
Okay. So am I
The
able to put together that they must have gotten a really good payout for their spots?
Yes.
Okay.
The other ones, they got a little bit more than what they paid for. But
Hmm.
from
Okay.
what you've known that's happening to all of the workers, things haven't been super. Things haven't been doing super well, money wise, for everyone on the street.
Okay.
Uh,
Um,
so they kind of had to take their money and go.
just out of curiosity, how good is my location? The Ascendant Dragon
You're
Gem.
uh, hmm, give me a luck check, real
Okay.
quick.
Okay. Oh, that's a 5.
Oh, okay.
Is
So
is this I have poor luck because I got a bad spot, or is this I have poor luck because I have a good spot, so plots is coming after me?
that's fair. That's fair. Uh, you had one of the worst spots. It was a really rundown area. It was not built up to code. But knowing you with how much downtime that you have for yourself, you fixed it up and made it one of the nicest areas and on the whole street.
Okay. But the location
Uh,
itself is not great. So,
it's not ideal, but it is very nice because you cleared out anything that would have been bad, basically.
right.
You've made you've helped make the streets really good, which has made this a very desirable location for Percival.
Right. Well, this used to be a really hilly area, but if you punch hard enough, you can flatten the hills. And
You
that's
just
that's how I made
repave the roads.
that's how I made enough money to open the gym. Is I worked for the government and just flattened hills for them. Um, who is and I recognize I might be putting you on the spot. Who is
Go
someone
ahead.
on my street that has like a really good, like a prime location that plots would really be badgering?
Uh, let's see. That would be let me make sure. Yeah. Uh, Tink Fizzlespark. Uh,
Tink Fizzlespark. Okay.
Tink Fizzlespark. It runs a shop for mechanics. Basically, is a mechanic shop. He is actually one of the only. He's the only person that is allowed to also work on the trains, and the Feiche allows him to help out, and they pay him
Okay.
pretty well to do so.
Okay. I think I'd like to um go by Tink's place. Would he be
Yeah.
awake by now? It's
Yeah. Tink is always
as
tinkering.
okay. I was gonna say as I'm ending my run, it's probably around like 6. And
Yeah.
he's
So basically,
if he's
right
in the
after the
neighborhood, he's
announcement,
close to me.
if no one
Um,
was awake, if anyone wasn't awake, they would have woken up because of the announcement.
okay. So yeah, I think I'll drop by Tink's place and
Okay.
just I'm gonna try to be really casual. Um, but I'm gonna try to like not necessarily snoop for information, but just try to like figure out, has plots been bothering him? Is he considering selling? Just get the scoop on what's going on.
Okay. Oh, hello, Beef.
Hey, Tink, how's it been going lately?
It's been going pretty well. Because of all of the commotions going on everywhere, the train's been needing to be fixed a good bit more, as well as some other people's little machines to help keeping their shops up and running.
I
But yeah,
bet.
things have been going pretty well for me.
That's good. I have a treadmill. It's my personal treadmill. It's not one that I let other gym patrons use. But it only
Oh,
maxes out at 25 miles per hour. So if you want to,
oh,
I'd pay you obviously. But if you wouldn't mind coming by sometime, maybe cranking that up to like 40, 50 miles per hour, so that I can like really, get my best run in while I'm on there. Um, I don't know how's business going for you. Um, yeah, how's business going?
uh, things have, like I said, things have been going very well. But for your treadmill, that's something I could definitely take care of after like the whole small explosion that happened in my shop and you helped clear out the debris and you didn't ask for anything for it. Yeah, that was very helpful for us. And so, you know, it's on the house. I can come crank your treadmill up to about 50. Do you want it to go like 75?
Um, you know what? We can we can try. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the ludicrousness of that statement. Um, yeah, we can try for 75, and if that starts getting too easy for me, I'll talk to you again. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
say a lot of businesses have been having to shut down lately. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yes. Uh Poor Lorelai, in her menagerie, she had to recently shut down because she wasn't getting enough business. One of the malls, just up in Rashomon, close to Seacoast Park, that kind of put her out of business. They were doing much better with pricing, so she had to
Right,
sell.
right. What was uh what was Lorelai's menagerie again? What did she sell there?
Um, She mainly sold all types of animals,
Right.
uh, pets, and some battle-ready creatures. But
Hmm.
that was a little bit more on the down
That's
low.
that's what I put on my dating app bio. I mostly have it to find workout partners, but that's a startup I have. Um, get a dating app for workout partners. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I get that. Got to be a freak sometimes.
has anyone talked to you about maybe selling your place?
Oh yes, I've had two people in here actually recently. One was Hoots. Uh,
Is it
who,
a real big feller who looks like he might burst into flames if he stepped in a gym?
yeah, yeah, Percival.
Yep,
That's his
I
name.
know him.
That clicked it.
I
Uh,
know him. Couldn't grow a
then
beard if his life depended on it.
yeah, yeah.
Yep, that's the guy.
The
He
other
just starts
one,
stroking his mane.
uh, he wasn't that big of a problem. I got him to run out by, just spraying oil everywhere. He did not want to
That
get
does
his suit
work.
messed up. Uh, but this other man, he came in and he tried to break a few things. His name was Joey. Uh, I think I've heard some people call him the Jaw. But he tried to break one of the new engines that I was fixing up for one of the rundown trains, uh,
He like
one of the rundown subways. But
did he like
it
break in after
was
hours and vandalize, or
no,
like while you were
no.
working on it?
He came in during business hours. It just a
Huh.
bunch of men just were came in all together and they kind of blocked off the entrance.
Hmm.
But
Joey the Jaw. Did he have a last name?
uh,
Clearly, it's the
uh,
jaw. Come on.
Is it Joey the Jaw the Jaw?
I think it's Jan something.
Hmm.
I can't remember his name. The jaw just stood out to me because he also had a massive jaw, and he kind of like bit into the engine and tore it apart.
Oh,
But yeah.
man. All right. So are you thinking about selling?
Oh no, this is perfect spot for me. They've Percival's come here at least 12 times. Uh, but I just spray oil every time. I'm surprised you didn't get sprayed with oil. I have oil just set up above the door for anyone who comes in.
Well,
But it
I
didn't
am
get you.
very stealthy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like filling in his doorway entirely. I'm incredibly dexterous, so it's.
That makes sense.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I've had plots bother me once or twice too. Um, Marshall,
Oh,
have I run into Joey, or
uh,
do I just like know of him?
give me a history check.
Okay, I can do that. Sorry, there was just a noise. Um, oh, that was my wife. My wife made a noise that scared me. Oh, history check. Yeah, that's gonna be a 6.
Yeah, you don't really remember the name Joey at all. But
Okay.
you do remember some of the other people, some of the other owners, have been a little bit more timid.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Here's the thing, Tink. I
Yeah.
was trying to be really covert about it. I don't know if that's
Oh,
necessarily my strong suit. Um,
oh yeah.
I kind of hate plots.
Oh,
I
okay,
really
yeah.
hate plots. And because I don't think that he's giving people their money's worth when they sell. And I don't think I like this Joey guy either. I was coming by to make sure that you weren't planning on selling because I know how good of a location you have. Um, I think we need to meet with the others in the neighborhood and just like, I mean, I guess if someone wants to sell, we can't stop them, but I
Yeah.
just can't help but feel that it's a mistake, you know? I mean, we've all
Do
worked
we
so hard for our dreams here, and I would hate to see anyone lose that just because of whatever plots and Joey want.
Yeah. Well, I know you're one of the newest members of our street. Uh well, I can put in I can send out a message to everyone on the street to have a basically a neighborhood meeting. And we can all meet up if you feel like that's what we need to do. You've helped everyone out, so I think everyone will listen to you.
I just don't want because these are hard times financially for everyone. Um,
Oh, with all the chaos going
but
on,
things,
more than normal.
yeah,
But
but things are going to get
uh,
better. They've got to get better eventually. Um, and I just don't want anyone while things are hard to make a decision that they'll regret for the rest of their lives, you know?
yeah, I do already uh miss Lorelai. I'm sad that she sold. Uh, but she needed to. She wasn't able to afford anything else for her family. But
Yeah. Maybe we could come up with like a neighborhood fund or something because you know the banks aren't really too keen on helping us, but maybe we could do something like between us that those who are doing better can like lend to those who need the rent money and they can pay it back later. Like maybe we can figure out some kind of like exchange between the group of us.
oh, okay. So with what you were saying earlier about you trying to be covert, were you just trying to ask money from me? Here you can have 10 gold if you need
No,
it.
no, 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 no. That's not the problem. I was trying to be covert
Oh,
about
okay.
whether or not you were gonna sell. I was trying to like beat around the
Uh,
bush and ask if you were gonna sell, and then I just outright came and asked,
got it.
because
Okay,
I'm not good at small talk. Like I said, I'm on dating apps. You know, my bio
I get it.
just says battle ready beast. Um, and on my first date, I asked a woman what her PR was on the bench press, and I understand now that is a third date question. She didn't want to talk about it, so I'm not great at talking to
Oh,
people unless it's like about the things I know I'm good at. Um,
that makes
and I'm
sense.
working on
Like
that,
I'm.
but I didn't know a covert way to ask you to like I didn't know how to ask you, like, "Are you gonna sell?" without just outright asking you.
I get it. I get it. I hate that small talk stuff too. Sometimes I just gotta do stuff to kind of get people's attention. That's why I kind of set up that oil trap for anyone who comes into my store, just to make sure they're chill.
Okay,
Tink, are
setting up
you
a
telling me
trap is just horrible customer service. Just
Tink,
truly terrible.
What?
sometimes I screen my phone calls, you know, I only answer, like, every personal phone calls, I only answer, like, every other call. Are you telling me that your, screening of social interactions is dumping oil on the people you don't wanna talk to?
It's not dumping. It's spraying. It's more like a spritz, a very
Oil
quick
is a very
spritz.
viscous substance that does not beef somehow knows the chemistry of oil. Oil does not spray well. Oil doesn't
It,
mist. It's too heavy for that.
well, I made it. I messed with it a little bit, and I can also prestidigitate it off of people if needed, if they're pretty chill. But Percival, he
Okay.
didn't get the prestidigitate, but one
No,
of
I
his other
wouldn't either.
guys just kind of like cleaned him up. But they grabbed a rag and they just kind of smeared it, which was really
I
funny. But then he was gonna try and just stay here all pouty, so I was like, fine, and I prestidigitated him. So
I
it's
just want to tell you, Tink, I've never respected you more than during this conversation.
oh,
Um,
thank you.
what do you think they want, Plots and Joey? Why are they trying to buy out this whole neighborhood? Do you think they're
I
working
have no
together? Are they going against each other?
I have no idea about Joey. He just came in here one day and just vandalized. So confused. Uh, Percival, he's given me, I think. Actually, hold on, I can go check. And he like walks over to the wall and like, races out a door, and he opens up a closet that wasn't there, and
Okay,
around 1,000 brochures come flooding out. Yeah, these are all the brochures for like the mall he's trying to build.
right. That's what.
He
Sorry,
keeps
it
dropping them
rings a
off.
it rings a bell now that you've said it. But every time he talks, I just start. I'm trying to learn Leonin sign language, so every time
Oh,
he talks, I just start going through the motions in my head again. And I'm really
that makes
good.
sense.
Check this out. And I sign something completely nonsensical. Um,
I don't speak Leonin sign language, but I speak Tiefling sign
Nobody
language.
does. Nobody
Yeah,
speaks Leonin sign language.
it's I don't know who just said that, but yeah,
um,
just I sign Tiefling sign language, but
right.
I don't know
Um,
anything about
but yeah,
Leonins.
the mall. Okay, well, tell you what, I've got to get back to work. I should be opening up the gym soon. Um,
Oh yeah,
but feel free if you hear anything, or if anything comes up, or you know of anyone who's wanting to sell. If you wouldn't mind stopping by and just letting me know what's going on, I'd really appreciate it.
yeah. I'll actually set up a meeting for everyone. We could probably set it up to maybe the day before or the day after the big conference that was called.
Right? When's that going to be again? How many days?
Uh, that's in 2 days from today, so you have the rest of today and two more, so 3 days.
Okay. Well, if there's anything that I know about scheduling events with adults, it's that it's very, very difficult. So if we can figure something out in the next couple of days, I would consider it a minor miracle, but that would be amazing. Anyway, I gotta go. Thank you so much for giving me your time.
Yeah.
And I try to like squeeze out through the door, and I accidentally like pop part of the door, like the hinge off. I'm like, I'll fix
Oh,
that.
oh no! The trap. Ah, dang it! I see what happened. You dented the trap. That's why it didn't activate.
I'm gone. I'm long gone.
He just casts minting. Uh, so you're heading back to your shop to go open it up. Is
Yep.
there anything else you're wanting to do?
Um, I mean, maybe, but I feel like we've been on me for a bit. So I don't know. Give me if you want to like switch over to someone else, and I can think about what I want to do next. Maybe.
Yeah.
'Cause I need
Okay.
to contemplate.
Yeah, yeah. Next up, we have Glint. And remind me, I think. Okay, never mind. Glint and Dawn did not have a sleepover.
No.
Got it.
So
Okay.
disappointing.
So, Glint, what are you doing? Did you just suddenly wake up to the announcement, or have you already been up?
Yeah, Glint would have waken up to the announcement and
Okay.
probably hyperventilated for a moment because being
Okay.
forced awoken by a strange voice that normally doesn't wake him up.
Yeah. this is like the first time in like 5 years they've done this.
So after the panic subsides, he would have taken had some cuddles with Mr. Whiskers, his familiar.
Mm.
Made some chamomile tea,
Mm.
which is great for reducing stress and anxiety, and then read from his book to start his day.
Okay. So, as you're reading your book, your mom comes in. Glint,
Yes.
I'm gonna be heading out for the next. I'll be gone. Actually, not just heading out. I'll be gone for the next 2 days. I have some business to go take care of. And so take care. There's money. I left some a little money pouch in the kitchen. That's for you. You can buy whatever you need. I know pizza. I also got some more apples this morning. All yours. And yeah, I'll see you in a couple days.
Okay. Well, have fun.
Yeah. And your mom just kind of like scurries out. What are you doing, Glint?
Well, first, you can take an apple and eat it in one bite. Eat it in one bite,
Yes.
as he normally does.
Just chomp away.
Yes. His mouth unhinges like a like a horse jaw.
Jeez. Like a horse jaw? Don't you mean if it unhinges like a snake?
Well, not like unhorned, not like that, but like no, it unhinges to where it looks like a horse. Is his jaw.
Okay.
He grows
so-
a snout.
Do you eat the core? Is it just like you eat it like whole, or the other thing that I'm imagining that makes me kind of sick to think about is like holding it by the stem, and then all in at once, and then just pulling the stem out, in like.
Oh,
Either
No,
way,
I'm
I
thinking,
don't
like-
want to hear this answer, but I need to know.
No, I'm thinking more like he goes like this, like he grabs the stem, sticks it in, chomps, crunches, and then swallows.
is there a food that you eat like that?
That's what he does.
This is abhorrent. I'm sorry, Glint.
It's just how he eats apples.
This is the worst way to consume food I've ever heard of.
Holds it by the stem, just it's almost like, oh, a grape. An apple is like a grape to him.
I guess.
It's the only food that does it for him. Like everything else he eats normally.
Oh,
Okay, after he eats his apple in one good chunk, what's he doing?
I guess I'll look through see what all she left him. Go through how much money, what's his allowance like?
She left 3 gold pieces and 8 silver.
Okay, so good. It's good lunch money.
You could buy pizza the whole time.
Right.
And usually have money left over.
So cool. Like, what time would it be when she had left?
She left at like 7.
Okay. So he'd go through his book again and realize there's another story that's been added to his book that but he can't for some reason the story won't finish until he has some sort of item that he needs. So
Yeah.
he's gonna have to go on a little shopping experience.
Okay. So Glint is going out to go shopping.
Yes.
is the shop.
Okay. As
Just need
you
one
are-
thing. I don't want it to be a full shopping episode, but okay.
So Glint is leaving right now.
Yeah, he's leaving.
As you're exiting your building, a man just comes running at you and jumps to your feet. He looks up, and as you look down, it's Frank.
Frank, are you okay, Frank?
Glint! It's been too much.
What happened?
Oh, I got, well, firstly, uh, the forest attacked!
Yeah, they do that.
The forest. Uh, in the
Oh,
trials, it
oh yes.
attacked!
Oh my gosh, it was so scary. I was
I was
like,
not ready for that.
I wasn't either. I got hurt, and then suddenly I had this weird dream that I was a giant lizard thing and was eating trees, and then I was like, when I woke up, my mouth tasted like dried bark. It was awful. Don't
What?
recommend. Don't recommend those dreams.
You had a dream during the trial?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Uh,
I don't even remember
he
falling asleep.
he stands up and kind of like dusts himself off. He's like, uh, so, how'd it go for you?
Oh, I got the job.
You did?
Oh, he will snap his fingers and press the digitation and clean them off.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
I mean, you were dirty. I didn't want you to feel bad.
Oh, thank you, boss. But, so, uh, you know, I did, how did you handle it? I didn't know you were so strong.
I don't know either. I got scared, and then I cast some magic, and then everything was better.
Oh, okay, yeah. Uh, I guess that happens. I need magic. I need to get some magic. How did you get magic? Do I have to like if I took someone's book?
So I had to do a lot of reading,
Yeah.
a lot of reading
Okay.
before the things I started reading started coming to life.
Oh, okay. So I have to read a lot? I can't read.
I mean, I could teach you to read.
Oh. Uh that might be a little that's not my thing. I typically had like you well like you're not I'm not your boss anymore. So like I had you read and everyone else read, so like I didn't need to read, but I need to take care of some things sometimes. I yeah, I was hoping to get that job, then I wouldn't have to be where I'm at. But
Right. Well, what if I took you to the library and signed you up for some classes?
there are classes to learn how to read.
I mean, that's what school's for. But like, if you don't go to school, there's like the library. There's so many things at your local library.
I thought school was daycare.
Uh, maybe it's maybe both.
Depends on
Oh,
who your
okay.
parents are.
Ah, Edison body voice makes sense.
My my mama did all the schooling for me.
Oh, your mom taught you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So wait, I can go to the library and learn how to read, and they'll just teach me.
I think so.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be real hard for me. I haven't. The only thing I can read and write is my name, and he's writes out his name, and he puts a V instead of an F for Frank. See, Frank, Frank.
Rank. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. So that's a good start. So that they will be able to take you from there.
Oh, okay. So are we going now?
I need to go find something at a store,
Oh,
but
what do
then
you
I
need,
can drop you
boss?
off.
Do I need to
I
go
need
hurt someone?
no, I need to go find something that has it has to be pretty expensive,
Okay,
but
expensive. I can get that.
it has to have a dragon on it.
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh, okay. Where are we going?
So there's this nice little house that is kind of like off close to the coast. I saw inside the window this really nice painting, and it had an awesome dragon like screeching on top of a mountain. Uh,
Okay.
I bet we could just go in there, rough up the guys, and take it.
It needs to be small enough that I can carry it around on my person.
Oh, we could cut it up.
But that might ruin it. I need it for magic. So,
Oh, okay. So, hmm, can't you use magic to make it smaller?
I don't have that magic, and if I
Oh,
did, it
okay.
would need to it's only temporary.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
Do you have
So
is
we're
there like a
not going to beat up this guy to take his painting.
I don't think it would work.
Okay. Hmm.
But I like the creativity.
Uh,
I know I'm not there, but what if you like cut out the part of the painting that had the dragon and just like fold it? Because it would still have the image of the dragon. And you could just like keep that in your pocket.
If
Would that
that piece was the correct gold equivalent, maybe.
Well, just take the painting
not?
out of the frame and then wear it as a cape.
It won't
There
be
we
once
go.
you tear the painting, but
Yeah.
uh, okay. So it needs to be a certain amount of money.
Yes.
What if we break in, take the guy's painting, we cut it up, and then sprinkle gold dust on it?
Maybe. Do you really not like this guy and want to go steal his painting?
Uh, uh, mm, it's my brother's place. Yeah, it's long. It's a long story. Uh, he has too much money, and I can take it off his hands. It's like it's
Okay.
something that family's supposed to do.
Okay.
Yeah, perfectly legal,
mm,
and we can also beat him up a little.
I think
Oh, you could blow up his house after we take the painting.
I I don't think blowing up buildings is something I ever want to do ever again.
if he
Okay.
dies, the painting does probably become more valuable.
The disembodied voice is right.
Stop roasting me for this.
No. He would have had to have been the painter.
I mean, sometimes like
Okay,
Providence wins.
so we have to go kill the painter. We find out who the painter is, the artist, and then we also blow up my brother's house.
Um,
You don't kill him because you don't kill family, but we can beat him up and then drag him out of his house and blow it up.
Glint is like like trying to like like trying not to like say he he's trying to like say no like and like you don't kill people, but he's just like he can't say no.
Okay, so let's do this. And he grabs
I,
your hand.
I I don't think this is a good idea.
Uh, are you telling me no, boss?
I mean, I think I would much rather us go to a store, maybe like a goldsmith, and buy something that has a dragon on it.
Okay, so we go there, we buy it, and then we mug him for his money back.
Why do we have to add the mugging?
Because why would I let you spend money? I like you're not supposed to buy things unless it's from like someone and like of importance. This guy this is a random dude. It like it doesn't matter what happens to them. It matters if what happens to you.
What
So
would they be of a person of importance if they happen to be the best goldsmith in the Feywild?
why would we go to them? That might well, oh wait, you make a good point. We go to the best one, then they'll have more money, and then we can take all of their money, and then we can go give that to the boss. I like this. This is why you're the boss now. My boss, not the boss, but the my boss, not the boss. So yeah, let's go.
Okay. He lets him get dragged off.
And he takes you up to the trains to take you across town.
Yay.
Let's see.
Marshall,
You make.
what drugs were you on when you came up with Vrank?
Oh well, his name is Frank.
It's not
No,
anymore.
no, it's officially Frank. No, you have been
He
vetoed.
spells it with a V. It's Vrank.
He doesn't know how to spell.
You don't get to tell him how to spell his name.
If that's how he
he's-
spells it, that is his truth.
Oh no. He takes you to the Twinkling Trinket.
The twinkling trinket. I like it.
Where Borin Quickpocket is the owner. As you walk in. Oh, hello, friends. What can I help you with?
What am I looking at?
It is the smallest dude you could imagine.
I can
It is
imagine
a
some
fairy.
pretty small dudes.
It is
There
a
are
fairy,
fairies.
and right as you walk in, he literally flies up to your face. Oh, friend,
Hi.
what can I help you with?
I'm looking for things with dragons on them.
Things with dragons on them. What type of dragons?
Any dragon. Like what dragons
Well,
do you have?
if you're looking for dragons, you gotta tell me the type of dragons. Because it matters, because it will be important to you. So we gotta find the type of dragon that goes well for you. If you get the wrong one, then it could just end badly. We gotta
Right.
get the right dragon for you.
Now
I
he
think
is.
it's this one. And he just little fairy like pulling on your shirt, like pulling you.
He's like, ah!
Like, come on. Uh and he takes you over to like the front, right in front of the not the desk, holy crap, why can't I think of the word? Um the basically where he stands behind or flies behind the
The
cashier area.
register.
Register, that's a word.
Counter?
Counter, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Uh he takes you over to the counter, and there is behind glass pane, just sitting on a shelf, uh is this beautiful ornate dragon, and it has bejeweled eyes, and some bejeweled scales going between like diamond, emerald, and stuff like that. And it's breathing out this amethyst dust, and it's constantly like flowing, like there's magic enchanted in it.
Oh
Uh,
my.
and then you see below it 2,000 gold. This is the one I think that's for you.
I think it's a little bit out of my price range.
Why?
I don't have that money.
Oh, but this is the one that's calling to you.
Do you have another one that might be calling to me with a 400 gold price range?
Ah, I have an idea. And he just like gets on top of your head, like pushes you down a little bit, to look down a little bit more. Uh, this one is calling your name. It's 1,500 gold. See?
Still 1100 above my price range. I can't pay for
Oh,
that. I don't have the money to pay that for that.
as you're saying that, Frank like gets it behind you. We don't have to pay. We don't have to pay.
Good business.
Oh, he's the tiny dude. We can beat him up.
It's like,
What are y'all saying?
um, 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 um. How about this one? I just point to another one.
Oh, that one. Hmm. It doesn't have a price tag on it. That. Hmm. That one was just brought in. And sold. To me. I could probably part with it for about 550 gold. Uh,
Ah,
this one is a little dragon statue, and it is made out of some different types of metals. Nothing like super like glossy or very beautiful as like the first one that you saw, but there is uh, red gem eyes. For there's red gem eyes in the sockets, and the tail, it looks like it's moving a little bit.
are there any? Is there anything in here that doesn't look magical?
uh,
I feel that
well,
may be in his price range.
uh, there, everything in here looks very special, especially right here at the like glass pane. This is a really nice stuff. As you're like looking around, everything is has gold or other type of fancy metals combined with it. Sometimes dust, sometimes the actual like metal. But the cheapest one you can find is about 450 gold. And it is this uh, necklace that opens up, and it has "To My Love," and it is a picture of a pretty dragonborn lady.
Where'd you get this one?
Oh, well, I made that for a customer, and they showed me her likeness, so I just made it for them, but they never came back. They just never showed up.
Right. Well, I don't think it would
That was
be
about like
right.
a month ago. No, my bad. A year ago.
Oh,
Same thing.
well, I don't think that'd be right for me to buy it, since I don't know this dragonborn lady.
Oh, okay. Well, I could take her out. I could like scratch off her face and stuff like that, or I could I could exchange it for something else.
Actually,
It like opens up, it is a locket, and like the front is an actual dragon in front, and as you
okay.
open it up, it's not like a picture you can take out of the locket. It is like literally seared into it.
Right.
But I could scratch it out and put something else there.
Well, did they already pay for it?
Well, no, because they asked me to make it, and then they just never came. And I always make things to order. I can make a lot of things to order, but this one I made pretty. I think is pretty nice, but they just never showed up. They gave me a down payment of I think it was 120 gold.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
But you would only have to pay about, let's say, 460.
Sorry, something happened with my computer. Did my video fix?
Yes. Marshall was
Okay.
briefly in my spot, but and you were in his, but it
Sorry for
fixed.
the technical difficulties, everyone.
Yeah.
I could sell it for about 460.
How long
If
would
you
it?
want me to put something new in there, I could probably if bump it up by another like 20 gold, scratching it out, putting something in there. Depending on what you want, give me like an hour or two.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that thought in mind. How long would it take for you to make something for me?
Make something for you.
Yeah.
Do you have like a specific type of stuff that you're wanting? Like what do you want it to be?
Did you make like a bookmark?
A bookmark. Uh, I've never made a bookmark before. Uh, do you want jewels to be in the bookmark? Like it to be a metal bookmark?
Yeah, so like maybe like a gold bookmark with like some jewels.
Yeah,
And then
I could
have
do
a
that.
dragon on it.
Oh, and I have a Okay, yeah, I could do that. I could probably have it done in about like a day or two, depending on how much you
Okay.
pay me. If you want me to do a fast job. If uh, if you want it to be done as quick as possible, I could finish it in a day. That would be about 700. Uh, if you want it to be done in like 3 days, maybe four, I could probably do about uh for 500. If you want it to be done in a 10 day, I could do 400.
Well, I don't know when I'm going to need it, but I can't get it done in one day.
Okay. As he's saying that, Frank, we can just beat him up. He's really small. I
Yes,
have a shovel.
you might have magic,
You have magic.
but I
I
don't know
have
how strong.
muscles.
I'll give you 500 gold for the locket, and then just um I'll give you five. I'll give you the 500 gold for. Wait, what was he asking for the locket?
He was asking for 460 for the locket, an extra 20 gold for him to change the image.
I'll just take the locket.
Oh, you just want it as is?
I'll just take it. I'll just take it. We can get out of
Okay.
here.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your patronage. If you want that bookmark, I like the idea. I'll make one. If you want to come back later and come buy that too. But
I
this one that's breathing the amethyst fire is really calling your name.
when I have money, I'll come back for it.
Frank whispers in your ear. It is whispering your name, but I got you.
Glint just like instinctively flinches. He's like thinking, he was like, Frank is gonna break in here and steal all of the dragons, and I'm gonna get blamed for it.
Got you. Okay. Is there? So you got your locket now with a beautiful dragon lady in it. And
Yep.
as you're leaving, we'll come back to you, and we're gonna move on over to Dawn.
Okay, dokie.
Dawn, what are you doing
Dawn.
today?
Well,
Would you have woken up to the announcement, or had you woken up before? Sorry.
unlike JT, I mechanically don't have to sleep for 8 hours. Since I transfer 4. So I've been up for a long time, but also I'm used to waking up well before everyone else. And in Dawn's room, she's like converted it to like as close to a greenhouse as it can get. And so I feel like she usually spends that time of morning when like no one else is really up. She usually spends that like tending to her plants and like watering them and probably like singing to them and stuff. Using a
Yep.
little druid craft just to help along the ones that are struggling a bit.
Yeah.
So she was probably just like sitting there singing to one of her favorite plants when the thing came on.
As you're singing to one of the plants, and using Druidcraft as you do for that, go ahead and make me a Nature or Arcana check, your choice.
Oh, this is unexpected. Oh my. That is a dirty 20. They're the same bonus. I'm going to go with nature.
Then, from all this like crazy magic you've been interacting with just recently from the trials and stuff like that, you are using Druidcraft, singing to your plants, and your plant offers a bounty of a strawberry for you. And normally
Oh,
it would not grow.
that's so weird and sweet and weird. Thank you. And then I just immediately eat it. It's like there's only thought that maybe I shouldn't have eaten that like after it's already eaten. It's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. This
You're
happens.
feeling you're feeling really good. Right as you eat it, you feel very warm inside. Basically, like you're back in the grove, and you remember your master as you're eating the strawberry.
Oh, that makes me sad. And that also it also makes me think of, she passed on, and it also makes me think of my other mentor who's currently dying.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
oh no. Oh, at least that was a good strawberry. Mm. What's I've been sitting here trying to remember and I can't remember or find where I've written it. What's the name of the manager at the pizzeria? It's like Leonardo
Oh,
or
it
something.
it is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. I was close.
Lorenzo Ferrero.
So I think the first thing that would be on Dawn's mind past, her normal morning routine would be she didn't see Lorenzo after the trial. And she left the pizza for
Yep.
him, but she doesn't know if he got it. So she wants to go check on him.
Okay, so you're leaving the Bocelli Manor and heading over to the Bocelli Pizzeria.
Yep.
Okay. You make your way down to Bocelli Pizzeria, and as you walk in there, you see it's uh, probably around, from what you told me, correct me if I'm wrong, about like 6-ish a.m. for
Yeah,
you.
it would be after the announcement probably.
Okay. So yeah, you you're walking in when it's still closed, and it's beginning. Not beginning. It's going to be opening in like the next 2 hours. Um, you're able to go in. You have the key. You have a key. And as you go in there, you just see Lorenzo laying down on the counter, and his wings are a little bit singed.
Oh no, Lorenzo! Are you okay?
Yeah, he is. What?
Did you get enough sleep last night? You look a little frazzled.
Oh yeah. There was a lot that happened. As like he begins to like get up, his wings are starting to flutter, and you see like the singes begin to kind of like combust a little bit,
Oh
and then put
no.
themselves out as he's like lifting up. And you see that he's flying out of the not pan, but like basically the tray that the pizza that you made was on. He was sleeping on the tray that had all the pizza, and it's all gone. Uh, yeah, it was a rough night. I think I've slept for about 2 hours. Um, not great. But
Yeah, that's
that
not enough
pizza
even
was
for me.
wonderful. Oh yeah, that's not.
No. Does like damage to his wings look like something that I could either fix or help with a little bit of a healing magic?
Uh, yeah. You feel like you could probably heal the wings with your magic. Because typically, normal medicine won't work for fairy wings.
Okay.
But some not druid craft the cantrip, but like uh, druid crafty magic could probably help a little
Just
bit.
like a cure wounds or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could give him like a second or
Uh,
third level cure wounds or something. I'm
second or third?
definitely not gonna have to fight later today. No. You know what? I feel bad for him, so I'll hit him with the third level cure wounds.
as as you hit him with a third level cure wounds, his wings just spark with magic, and he just shoots up, like the genie coming out of the lamp. Uh, oh, that's good. What did you hit me with?
That was just a little bit of healing magic. It's kind of what I do when I'm not making pizza.
Oh, so that's why the boss always has you doing things.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
okay.
I do when I'm not at the pizzeria. I don't know why there's so many people with like with so many wounds in the city, but there always seem to be wounds that need to be tended to. So I'm
Oh,
always
yeah.
busy.
Yeah. There's so many people are clumsy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really starting to think people like have it out for our delivery boys, because I don't know why so many people would be get hurt at a working for a pizzeria. But the Bocelli family's a dangerous working conditions for some reason.
It's because people want to say they're better than us, but we know they're not.
No, we know they're not. No one's better than us.
We're the best pizza place
That's
in
that's
in the
right.
realm for certain. In in the whole of all the realms,
I mean,
I'd say we're a good contender.
we can only really speculate about the whole of existence, but like, yeah, absolutely, we're the best in all of existence for sure. Speculation, but for sure.
Yeah. So thank you for that. I wasn't doing so hot. Well, I was actually doing really hot.
Yeah, a little too hot was
But
actually the problem.
yeah, that wasn't the problem. The I don't know if you saw, but I saw you when it happened to me. The fireball kind of blew us up, and that it kind of continued to just burn me. It burned one guy all the way through. Uh, but we don't have to talk about him. I don't think he made it. But
Oh no.
yeah, it wasn't great. I don't know why I was there.
I I didn't know why you were there either. Did you get one of those like, fancy invitation cards?
Uh, the boss kind of just forced one on me, and then I woke up and I was in a I was there.
Oh, that sounds like kidnapping. Abduction?
Yeah, I think so. But I,
I mean, I don't
yeah.
think I would have been allowed to leave, but like I was there by choice. You weren't there by choice or allowed to leave. That's a little ooh.
They offered us to leave, but it didn't seem like it was, like when someone says, like, you can go do this, but, like, don't actually do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It felt like. They told me I wouldn't be able to make pizza anymore if I left.
Oh no. I mean, that's just not an
Yeah,
option.
right? So I had to stay, and then I had to show them how strong I was, and I blew some things up.
Yeah, I mean, when I looked over, you were doing really well.
Yeah, I thought I was, and then y I don't know who it was, but someone got a little bit faster than us, and then we blew up.
Hmm, that's rough.
Yeah, it was rough. But I'm doing okay now after that healing that you did. So I'm all good. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. How are you?
I'm doing good. I do want to say that you do still need to get more sleep. That was still not enough sleep, and sleep is very important. I mean, I don't
Well,
do it, but I've heard it's very important for the people who do it.
I have to open. If I don't open,
Well,
then who's gonna do it?
I can open for us today. I don't think I was scheduled to work, but I can go ahead and open if you want to take a nap, just catch up a little bit more.
Oh, you can do that?
I think so.
Okay. I'm gonna go sleep in the freezer. Um, and I'll I'll see you in like a few hours.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Uh, and he just flies off into the freezers.
This is like
Um,
like a brief moment where Dawn is like, "Should someone sleep in a freezer?" And then she's just like, I'm sure he knows what he's doing."
uh, is there anything you want to do as you're opening or anything, or do you just want to kind of like move forward as you're opening?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Dawn just kind of wants to work here for a little while. It's just kind of normal for her.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
she's
So
also
you
still
open.
kind of she's still a little bit trying to avoid being around Dante just because it makes her sad right now.
Tell me what's going on in Dawn's mind about everything that's happened and everything that's going on in her.
Well, she's excited to have, you know, won, I guess, the interview. I don't think there's normally a winning an interview, but I guess we did. But then it was kind of like in her optimist mind, it was like, okay, as soon as we get this interview, I'm gonna be able to heal Dante, which there's no rational reason for her to think that, but that's how it works for her. And so being told that
Yeah.
she has to wait, like a week or something, it's kind of like she's not like spinning her off into a depression, but it's also just like, brings down the high a little bit. So she's just kind of a little mellow, I think, or at least as mellow as
Yeah.
Dawn gets, which is still happier than most people.
Yeah. Well, it's not a week. It's tonight at 5
Oh.
p.m. that y'all are going back.
Oh, it's the meeting it's the like announcement this morning that's in a few days. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, scratch that then. She's still a little bit less excited because she thought it was going to be immediate, but at least it's not a week
Yeah.
yet.
That's true. Okay. So as Dawn is kind of opening things up, and correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. As things are opening up, you're just kind of thinking about Dante, everything that's gone on in these past couple days, and kind of disappointed that things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to. Uh, but still looking forward to being able to heal Dante once you're able to succeed. Uh, and as all that's going through your mind, the store begins to run uh, early breakfast rush for everyone for their breakfast pizzas. Uh, and right before everyone heads to their jobs. Uh, and right as breakfast rush is starting to end, Lorenzo comes out of the freezer. Dawn, you are a godsend. And he kisses you on the forehead. Uh, Thank you so much.
Oh, it was no problem. Everything went pretty smooth. There was one guy who tried to order a calzone, so I banned him from the store. But that was about the only thing that
Good,
went wrong.
good. You, I, you've learned so well. You know
Well, that's
what?
just disrespecting
You
a
know,
pizza. So,
that's true. And he's like, "Give me a second," and he runs to the back, and you hear him like throwing some stuff. You hear glass shatter for a second, and he comes back with a little framed picture of you, and at the top it says "Employee of the Month." This is for you today. This month you've done some great work, and kicking somebody out who is asking for a calzone. You know how to work the pizza store. You oh, you're getting a promotion later. I don't know what promotion, but you're getting a promotion. I'll have to talk to the boss, but I'm also the manager here. But I don't know all the stuff you can do, but you're getting a promotion somehow.
cool. Thank you. This means so much to me. I've always wanted to be since I've gotten here, I've wanted to be the employee of the month. So that's awesome. It's a dream come true.
Well, you with that here, and he grabs a little box for you, and he hands it to you. This is, if you open it, there will be a pizza of your choice in it, and you can do that once a day.
I mean, Dawn immediately opens it.
I
It's
want
the
this item.
perfect pizza for you right now.
It's it's
I want
it's
this.
it is a cross between uh, the what she would normally order. It's probably with something with mushrooms on it, but it also is it's that and also like half of what would go on Lorenzo's normal order. So it's just like
Yes,
I guess just spicy and mushrooms, and so she just hands him a piece while she takes a piece.
this is why you're getting promoted. You're amazing, and he just scarfs it down. Uh, well, thank you so much for being able to take over my position for a little bit. Well, you can head off to go have the rest of your day off. I can take over the rest from here.
Okay.
Is Dawn wanting to do anything else before we kind of fast forward through the day a little bit?
I don't think so, honestly.
Okay. Then double check with the other two. B, is he wanting to do anything before 5 p.m. tonight?
I don't think so. I think he's just gonna make his rounds at the gym.
Okay. Then double check with Glint. Is there anything that you're wanting to do before 5 p.m. tonight?
He would try to convince uh Frank to go take a reading class at the library so he can skedaddle.
Oh, so that's perfect idea. With the reading class, I can write a message to everyone in our posse to meet up at the store to,
I just need everyone to know that before the session started, Marshall had this big thing about like, "Hey guys, I don't think this is going to be a very long one. It's mostly going to be role play, but like I don't know, you guys, there's always a chance y'all will start a fight. He was like railing on us for being super chaotic. And then he goes and introduces Frank, who I know was introduced in earlier sessions, but he's never had the like crackhead energy that he's bringing today. Um, I just need it to be publicly known that Marshall was like, I don't know, y'all could always start a fight. And then he has a character who is openly petitioning to burn down a store and steal everything.
This is the NPC wanting to do this.
This is Frank, the Frank that Austin and I kind of talked about, not fully, but a little bit,
I
about
didn't know he
someone
was
who
this
was sus.
unhinged.
I'm just saying, you were giving us
You knew
crap
he was
about being
unhinged.
chaotic, and
You
it's
know
the
I'm unhinged.
PC. It's the PC having to hold back the murder hobo.
That's good. That is
So,
that's a part of it.
so go on with
Uh,
whatever you were doing. I just want that on the record.
uh, so now I'll be able to. Oh, that's what I'll be practicing today at the library. I'll see you later today, boss.
Just
I'll
don't
just
let the
wait for.
librarians see that you're writing that message.
If they do, then they'll disappear. You know, it's just how it goes.
But I
But
like the
I'll be
librarians.
then I'll make them forget. You know, just a quick.
Okay,
You forget.
okay,
Have a good day, boss.
I will try.
And he walks away. Then is there
But
anything
just like
else that you're wanting to do?
he like takes a deep breath, wipes a little tear of stress, and that's all I had planned for him today.
Okay. Then we will be right before we will go into 5 p.m. The players are heading back to the building, and as they're doing that, we're going to take a little 10-minute break, and we'll be back on the stream in about 10 minutes.
All right.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. We'll see you soon.
Here we are.
Whoa.
Okay, and we are back. Whoa! It's like we just appeared.
It was such a surprise that I dropped my phone.
Oh, gasp! Okay. Well, now we find ourselves with all of the players arriving at the main building in Hearsum, where they met for their fateful interviews. Arriving, depending on when each one of you would arrive, y'all were told to meet here at 5 p.m. What time would everyone be getting here?
I mean, personally, I would assume that Glint and Dawn met up somewhere, and then we'd get here whatever time he wanted to get here.
Glint tries to arrive exactly on time as possible. Counting the
Okay,
steps.
would you have met with Dawn too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm there a
Can be.
few minutes early, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes early. Just mostly because like I run a lot faster when I'm stressed, and so I didn't like I figured out how long it would take me to run there, but I didn't factor in that I'm really stressed out right now, so I'm operating at above normal capacity.
Got it. Then as you're the first one getting there, Beef, you see Haukin just meditating outside the front door, waiting for everyone to get here.
Oh. It would feel very awkward if I spoke with him.
Yeah, he is in a deep meditative state, and humming.
I think I just want to start humming along with him.
Okay. The felines start humming together.
Are we talking humming
and-
like oh, or like he's over there sitting like humming Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, are we
I
humming a
honestly don't.
tune?
I honestly don't know. That's kind of up to Haukin. It could be anything
That feels
for
like
him,
a
to be
cop out when
completely
he's
honest.
not here, Marshall.
No, I don't know what he would choose. I don't want to choose for his character fully. I was told that he was going to be here at the right time and everything ahead. But I think Haukin would at least be doing the normal chant of the way of the open palm, and then probably trying to add his own type of monk cat-likeness into the hum.
Mm.
So it would probably be pretty normal at first and then become very cat-like. And whatever that would mean. I don't know what that means, but it's
Okay.
cat-like.
I start humming along with him, and then like as soon as it shifts to being really cat-like, I get weirded out and stop.
Okay. Then as you are finishing up with your little hum, the other two, Dawn and Glint, are arriving there at 5 p.m.
It's just as we're walking up, I told you, Clint, it wasn't a dream. You were actually a T-Rex.
But I don't remember
Yeah,
everything.
but it still happened. I channeled nature and you became a T-Rex. I asked you beforehand if you wanted to be a T-Rex, and you said yes, and then you became a T-Rex. Did you think you fell asleep in the middle of the fight?
I don't know. I just remember being able to think clearly, and then everything was so weird.
I channeled nature is such a like wizard's way of saying like our species evolved over millions of years. And I'm just imagining two dinosaurs having this conversation like, yeah, we channeled nature and now we're chickens.
I mean, I'm a druid. That's literally how I cast magic, is channeling the power of nature. But
Yeah,
sure,
no,
That is
you're right.
evolution, druidic magic. What's the difference?
same thing.
Also, like I don't know, it's like Glint has got he's got a 20 intelligence now. He had, as a T-Rex, he only had a 2 intelligence. So it's like he only remembers it as a dream.
That's gotta be jarring having like your soft stats switch so suddenly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Literally a 10 times reduction there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As you all get there, what are you all doing? Are you all entering together or one at a time? What are you all doing?
I think I would wait on the others to show up.
Okay. As everyone shows up,
Hey,
all
beef.
4 of y'all are there. What do all of you do?
Glint, you know these guys. You don't have to be hiding behind me anymore.
I'm sorry. It's just
Hello, pizza girl and constantly afraid magic man. Are
I'm
you
okay
guys
with these
having
names.
Are you guys having a pleasant day?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the employee of the month this month.
That's exciting.
Thank you.
just hides the locket in his under his shirt.
Glint, it's okay. Show him the cool new thing you got.
It's embarrassing.
No, it's totally cool. I promise. It's super cool. I
did-
mean, I won't make you show it to him, but it's super cool. I think he'd like to see it. I love
Beef
how
is
it's
just
just the
trying
image.
so hard not to frighten Glint right now. He's just like he's kind of like slouching to look smaller. He's like he can't really make his muscles seem smaller, so he's just like, holding his arms in front of him. He's like, "Yes, Glint, how have you done anything interesting today?" It's like trying not to startle him.
I love that mental image of this giant lion dude trying not to look like impressive, while Glint and Dawn are just standing there in the open whispering to each other.
I'm hearing everything. I'm just like, "Oh man, lovely leaves this morning."
Uh, okay, he'll take it off and just hold it out.
You see
I
this
got
beautiful
this.
ornate necklace with on the front of the locket is a dragon.
Wow, that's really cool. That's
Thanks.
my gym is called the Ascendant Dragon, so I guess we have that in common maybe.
Oh, okay. I needed it for another magic story.
I just like look at Dawn and I try to whisper, but I'm not whispering at all. I don't know how to talk to him. He every time I speak, he flinches.
Oh, you just have to give him time to warm up to you. It's a little rough at first.
Okay. Um, well, shall we go in?
And then I get real close and try to make sure that Glenn can't hear me, and I'm just like, maybe next time, you know you're gonna see him, just bring an apple. But you didn't hear it from me.
All right. I'll consider that. Um, all right, so should we head in?
I think so.
All right. I throw the doors open for the 4 of us and we walk in.
Okay. And as you enter, you all notice the interior has been magically transformed yet again. Now even more resplendent with nature's touch. Lush vines cascade down the walls intertwined with fragrant flowers, while a unique chandelier crafted from softly glowing fruits bathes the room in a gentle enchanting light. At the heart of the room stands a grand table, bountifully spread with an array of sumptuous foods and drinks, each item more tantalizing than the last. Surrounding the feast are plush couches and comfortable chairs, offering a welcoming respite. The room is occupied by 6 figures, not including yourselves. 2 familiar faces and 4 not. The Benefactor, Lysanther Silverglade, with a warm atmosphere about him, and the one who interviewed you all, Valandor Darkleaf, observed and composed, stands closely to Lysanther. The other 4 stand and lay around the room. One is at the table, constantly eating. Another on the couches with his hat over his head. While the third and fourth are having intense conversation. What do all of you do?
What are they saying? What's going on in this conversation?
Yeah.
What
Have
is
a quick
everyone's
dialogue
passive
with
perception?
yourself.
What is everyone's passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
Our proficiency bonus went up with this this level up, so mine is 27 now.
What
9.
about yours, Glint? I love it. Sorry if y'all keep hearing Nala. She's acting like she wants to go out, but it's only because I'm talking.
That's okay. You don't have to apologize for her ever.
It's more so for the stream, if everyone's hearing her. I'm just also petting her at the same time.
I'm going to go ahead and speak for all of us that if you don't like dogs, get off the stream. Please don't.
Please don't. Okay. So, with everyone, actually, if you feel like Glint would actually be interested, he can roll. He can roll a perception check.
I'll make his first roll today.
Okay. The other 2, you don't have to roll with your passives.
You rolled a 15.
Okay, yeah, you're able to hear it too. They're not being very quiet about it, but they're not trying to be like, they're not yelling about it either, but they are kind of like pointing at each other and being like, no, me. And the gist of their conversation is, I'm gonna be the leader. No, I'm the leader. You can sit down. You barely did anything. I saw you fall on your butt on the iceway. You suck. And they're
Dang.
just kind of like making fun of each other back and forth.
I'm sorry, was the ice difficult for other people?
You guys
I'm
went
talking to
over the
Dawn.
ice instead of below it?
Like, I didn't really feel anything.
You're talking to Dawn about this?
Yeah, I'm talking to Dawn.
I'm commiserating. I don't understand. I just went under
It's-
the ice bridge. I mean, I
gonna-
guess not everybody had fire and spider forms, but like that just sounds like they weren't prepared, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll walk up to him and be like, so wait, you guys had trouble with the ice?
Well, he did, not me. I did very well. He fell on his butt, and I saw, and he almost slid off the bridge, falling to
What
his
is
doom
falling?
and making falling.
Yeah, what is falling?
It's when you are going from a raised height to a lower position, from a
You mean going
higher
downstairs?
position.
Or like an
No,
elevator?
it's but unwillingly, and you just fall.
I look at the guy who fell. I'm sorry, do you not have a sense of balance or something? I'm really confused here.
He turns extremely red. No, I do have a balance. It was just I got hit in the head by one of the hail, and I
Yeah.
fell.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, it hurt. It clobbered me in the head.
I don't think I can talk to you anymore. I just turned back, go to Don and Glint and Haukin. It's like I don't know, guys. Like I feel like they could use a gym membership, honestly.
I'm I'm not the best with social cues, but I think you were just really rude just now.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this falling concept because
It's like an unplanned, unwilling jump.
I mean, you can fall on purpose though. Like, it's just.
is it like a bad squat?
I guess. I mean, someone who has like bad balance might fall over while they're trying to squat.
Okay. I don't know, man. This is weird. I walk over to the guy in charge. So what's going on?
You just go up to Lysanthier?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, give me a couple minutes. Help yourself to any of the snacks and or food of your choice or drinks.
Are there any bags of corn?
And oh yes, just go over the table and think about a bag of corn, and that'll appear for you.
All right, I go over.
And you think about a bag of corn.
I'm yelling back at him. I feel like I did something wrong because granola bars are showing up.
You have to actively think about a bag of corn.
All right. That's a whole onion. A whole onion just appeared on the table.
Can you not think of a bag of corn?
Oh, well, I keep thinking of a bag of corn, but I had a whole onion for breakfast this morning, among other things. And it keeps popping into my head. Oh, there's another one. 2 onions.
I go up to the table next to him and I go, "Oh, don't worry, I got this." And then poof, there's a pizza with just corn as a topping.
Oh, delicious.
It is in a bag.
It's
It's in a
But is
bag.
it hot pizza?
It's a bag of pizza, corn pizza.
It is divine.
There is a mushroom on there somewhere. Only one though.
That's fine, as long as it's not another whole onion, because that was a bad choice for breakfast.
As he says that, another pizza in a bag pops up, but it's just pizza dough wrapped around a whole onion.
Oh,
What did you make me think of?
I'm
Go ahead.
I feel like we've committed a crime against the universe this day.
Dawn picks it up and she just goes, I would have never intentionally made this, but now that I have, my love of pizza is commanding me not to let it go to waste. And so she opens the bag, it's also in a bag, and just takes a bite out of it. And then just immediately looks sick, just like, that's a bad pizza.
Meanwhile,
I don't say this very much, but that's a bad pizza.
If you're watching this later, the like VOD or the like save on Twitch, 7 p.m. every first, third, and fifth Saturday. This is what you can look forward to. We create the worst crimes against God.
Meanwhile, Glint is on his third apple pie.
He's over there just normally thinking of foods. And Beef
But
and
it's all
Dawn are being
apples.
absolute idiots.
As y'all are just creating abominations, the guy who's just devouring food as well walks over and is like, "You're trying to think of a bag of corn?"
I mean, I don't think the issue. Look, I know how to think. I feel like the issue is that I'm having trouble focusing on a bag of corn, and another onion just pops into existence, and I'm just getting distracted. And the more onions appear, the more I'm thinking about onions. It's like, hey, don't think of a pink elephant right now. What are you thinking about? You know, it's that kind of thing.
I got you. And he thinks about a bag of corn, and he kind of like just like jumps up and grabs it at the top. This thing is probably like 3 of beefs, and he grabs it, like pulls it off the table.
This thing
Here
is
you
as
go.
tall as 3 beefs.
Yeah. As
Hold on,
big as
Marshall.
3 beefs. Not as tall, as big.
This thing is as
talking
wide as
wide.
3 beefs.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And he
All right,
he
well,
pulls it down and he's like, here you go.
I don't even like corn this much. I just had a hankering.
Oh, I'll eat some with you.
You know what, buddy? It's all yours.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna start doing push-ups.
He just starts shoveling them into his mouth. uh, as y'all are doing your own things, uh, Lysanther begins to speak up. Hello, one and all. I am happy that you all made it and have shown such promising abilities in the trials that were given earlier yesterday. I know many of you are here for different reasons, which will be kept under discretion, but I will tell you my reasoning for this job. I am needing you two teams to help me expropriate the Heartwood Jewel from the Fey Court before another man steals it first and uses it for wicked deeds. His name is Callum Drieltor, Mistbriar, an old friend. He seeks the jewel to have power over life and death and become the one ruler of the Feywild. I need you 8 to help me acquire this before he steals it. You 8 showed much promise in the trials, and some of you also have connections that could be useful for the coming job.
Hold on, our Twitch is messed up.
Oh no.
I
Oh.
was like, once Jeff turns on his camera, we'll be good. For a while there, it was just the empty Jeff Discord page was the DM, and Marshall was just chilling as one of the players.
You know, I just became a player for a minute. It's okay.
Jeff!
Yeah,
Jeff!
we're all here.
What an adventure. What an adventure has happened this evening.
Our characters did a very unsettling hum together.
An unsettling, you gave each other a hum?
You-
or
no,
what?
you- Marshall said that Haukin was humming, and I hummed along, and then according to Marshall, you started making cat noises, and it got awkward.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry, Marshall. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're
wanted to
okay.
call
I'm happy
attention
that y'all
to
let me
our-
know Jeff was here. Okay, well, we are currently at the interview place, Jeff, Haukin, and we are, Miss Lysanther is currently greeting everyone and giving them a quick rundown. I'm going to restart for Jeff, for Haukin, who has just arrived, and we'll pick it up from there. As everyone is settling down, Lysanther speaks up. Hello again, one and all. I am happy that you all have made it and have shown such promising abilities in the trials I gave earlier. I know many of you are here for different reasons, which will be kept under discretion. But I will tell you my reasoning for this job. I am needing you two teams to help me expropriate the Heartwood Jewel from the Fey Court before another man steals it and uses it for wicked deeds. His name is Callum Drieltor, Mistbriar, an old friend. He seeks the jewel to have power over life and death and become the one ruler of the Feywild. I need you 8 to help me acquire it before he steals it. You 8 showed such promise in the trials, and some of you also have connections that could be very useful for the coming job. The first thing that I will need you all to do is case out the island that houses the Fey Court. I am sure you all have heard the announcement and have seen in the mail today about the conference that will be held on the 10th day. You will be using that as your cover to scout out weak points and most effective places of entry, and your way to get off the island as quickly as possible. I will be providing you with the information on how to use the teleportation circle to get to the Heartwood. Now, I ask all of you if you have any questions for me.
So I just want to ask something to get a little clarification here. Is Beef still doing push-ups, or did you
No,
stop?
I would have stopped once he started talking.
Dang. I was gonna say Dawn is sitting on your back now, while you're still doing
You know what?
push-ups.
Never mind. That's funny. I'm doing push-ups and Dawn is sitting on my back.
I'm like Dawn is sitting cross-legged, like legs on Beef's shoulders, and eating has a little fruit cup that she's just very slowly eating.
I love it.
What did the NPC ask at the end? I already forgot
If we
because I
have any
was thinking
questions, I
about
think.
this.
If you have any questions for him.
I switch over to one-handed push-ups as I raise my other hand in the air.
Yes, Beef.
How much? You said that we need to case the island. How much information do you have about this? Like, are we completely in the dark? You act like you know this guy that you're trying to keep it away from. Like, how much information are we going into this with?
I don't know what he has. He has been banished from from Heartwood City for a little over uh half a century now.
You mentioned
What
he was a friend, though. You said my friend, Miss Breyer.
uh yes, his name is Callum Drieltor.
is that one name?
Yeah,
Yes, that's
is it
one name.
Callum Drieltor, or is it all one name? Is there a break in there somewhere?
Here, and he writes it out in the air. Uh
You better be putting that in our
uh,
Discord then.
I'm putting it in the on Roll20. If the is the chat able to? I mean, is Twitch able to see it?
Once you pop in Roll20, I'm gonna put it on the Twitch chat. The
Okay,
chat part of Roll20 is not visible on stream.
got it.
Okay.
I say I don't have Roll20 up because I was told we wouldn't need it.
Okay, here I'll also put it on Discord then for you.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
What a first name that is.
Yeah,
Can
if
you
you'd given me
diagram
if you'd given me a
can you
million
diagram
guesses, I never would have spelled that right.
the
Alan
etymology of the
Drieltor.
word?
I don't think that guy's parents liked him.
So what was he banished for?
Uh,
You said half a century?
yes, a little over half a
Okay.
century ago.
Some of us call that 50 years, but okay.
The he was banished because of the power that he and his wife, my sister,
Whoa!
Whoa!
All right, the plot thickens, my friend.
Hold on, you just gonna casually spill the tea like that? No,
You
no.
can't just drop that on us.
More information, please.
I'm
'Cause
sorry,
now-
what?
Now this feels less like it's about an imbalance of power, and it feels more like a family struggle. And I'm not really as down for that.
No. So
He's your brother-in-law, is what you're telling us.
yes.
Okay.
But he was
Was your sister
banished.
also banished?
No, she was executed.
Oh, I really wish I hadn't asked now.
Huh.
This is for everyone to know. This is all public knowledge. Be this is Lysanthier, Lysanthier Silverglade. He is one of the fake court, one of the part of the fake council. Jeez. But he's not like one of the top people in the fake council, but he is a part of the fake council, and he is one of the few that actually interacts with all of the city of Heartwood, and tries to help people out. And if everyone wants to, you can give me a history check real quick to see how much you can know from The public records, newspaper, articles, and things like that.
I think it would be fair to say that Dawn probably doesn't know any of this, so I'm just not going to roll.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
rolled
fair.
a 10.
Got a 14. I feel like it could have come up in conversation.
Yeah.
9, 14, and 10?
Yep.
Okay.
That- Beef should not have gotten the highest on an intelligence check. I'm sorry. Y'all need to do better.
The only one that actually knows the history is Beef.
You're a small business owner. It's
Hey,
trickle down from.
Look, I exercised my mind too.
The reason why Beef knows is because the knows about Lysanthier as well as his friend Callum Gieltor, and Lysanthier's sister Ariella. She and her husband Callum Gieltor were very big into helping the community, as well as Lysanthier was. But the a council was noticing how much the populace was starting to go for them, and they were gaining too much notoriety. And the Fey Court did not like that, and they put it all on Callum Gieltor, who was not a part of the Fey Council. It was only Ariella and Lysanthier were a part of the council.
Okay.
And
So he was really kind of framed before he was outcast. So, all right.
So if they put it all on him, why was Ariella executed?
This is what was like basically the hot goss in the news. That she she publicly took all the blame for Callum Gieltor and asked that he be spared, as well as Lysanthier also asked that Callum Gieltor was spared. But in so doing, the Fey Council decided that Ariella would take his place.
Okay.
And Ariella was executed, and Callum Gieltor was banished about 60 years ago. And as you are recalling this, Beef, Lysanthier is giving basically a little bit of the cliff notes of what happened about how Callum Gieltor said that he was going to take revenge on the Fey Council and everyone in Heartwood City who did not do anything.
So you're afraid that he is going to steal this powerful magic artifact in the Heartwood and use it to... I mean, it sounds like he has a grudge against the Fey Court or the Council, right?
Yes.
It kind of sounds like he has a justified grudge against the Council.
But it's not just against the Fey Council anymore. He's wanting to cause harm to all of Heartwood City. He was the one who has basically been inciting riots throughout the city. And the Fey Council has been reacting, sending Archfey to counter the methods of Callum Gieltor. And I ask that you 8 can help me acquire the Heartwood Jewel before he does. The Heartwood Jewel is what the Fey Council uses to maintain power. It is the power that gives not life, but it strengthens the Feywild. It is why the Feywild is so potent in magic. And he seeks to take it for himself, to be the one to take over.
I'm kind of gonna look around and gauge like because this has turned like I don't know how much information we had about this ahead of time, but I don't think we were aware of how political it was. Um,
Yeah.
and so I want to look around and like gauge how everyone's feeling about this information we've gotten.
Indeed.
Lysanthir
Very
says,
curious.
"Take your time," and he goes off.
Yeah.
Still in the room, just a little bit away.
So how do we know that Mr. Missbrier has these aspirations to foment change against the Fey Court in order to take over, rather than to restore balance between the ruling class and those that are being governed? Those are just Haukin's thoughts as Beef is looking around and kind of gauging things. That's what Haukin kind of offers.
I'm gonna try to like lower my voice as much as I can. I mean, like history is written by the victors, right? If they pinned it on this guy and then banished him, like yeah, I agree with Hauken. How do we know that he's making these threats? I mean, how do we know we can trust dude in the corner?
Lysanthir.
Yeah.
Well, I just need the jewel because I heard that it heal people. So I was just gonna, you know, whoever we help here, as long as I can just use it real quick, just to help my friend Dante, and then then we can hand it off to whoever. I'm good. Um, I don't really know. I don't know if either of these people are trustworthy, or what they would do given the power.
Perhaps the
So
jewel will be used and the power will be used for the enlightenment of the people, in which case, come on board.
I'm gonna address Lysanthir again. So you're
Yeah.
wanting the 8 of us to work in 2 groups of 4.
Yes.
Is there a reason to split us up like that?
The reasoning is one of you is to be a decoy. The other group, you four, are going to be the ones going into the Heartwood
Okay. So were
to
they the
go.
ones like did they get second place in the trials?
These four, and he points out to all of them, uh, about each one. The one that was standing by, uh, the tables eating Ludwig, the one that was sleeping on the couch, Caius, and the two that were arguing, Tobin and Alara.
Who's the one who
These
got hit by hail and fell down?
Tobin.
Okay.
Uh,
Stinking Tobin, come on.
Idiot
uh,
fell down.
those four were the ones who I saw did the best in separate teams. They did better than the team that got second overall.
Okay.
So I took them all individually, and I'm bringing them together.
Okay. I'm gonna
Their
turn back
their
to
job
like
is very short. I'm asking you four to do is to take on a little bit more risk and go to the island of the Heartwood.
I'm gonna turn back to our crew and again like lower my voice, hopefully to where just like the 3 of them can hear me. Um, I don't know if I'm being too paranoid about this, but it feels really convenient for him to have the other 4 who did best. Like it feels like um insurance to me. Like if we decide not to give him the gem, then there's another team that we've had no contact with that can take us on. I don't know, am I being paranoid? I don't know. This whole thing kind of reeks to me a little bit.
Hmm. A bit of paranoia has often served us well for survival purposes. I agree with Dawn that having access to this powerful gem, you may have heard that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And giving this power to those that already have power may not be wise for the people. Using it to heal, yes, this could be good. We might also find more enlightened uses for it. Perhaps we go on this quest, whether we're decoys or maybe Mr. Silverglade also has a silver tongue and he's not being truthful with us, but time will tell. However, getting closer to this power where we can utilize it and decide who to bestow it upon seems like an adventure.
Don, Glint, any opinions?
Glint's just been like holding his side and just kind of like rocking back and forth, just like thinking about like how did I get myself into this horrible mess?
I
Mm,
go over
yeah,
and
what I
pick up
expected.
Mr. Whiskers and just put him in Glint's arms. Just like, don't breathe, Glint. It's fine.
It
All right,
definitely helps him.
now breathe, collect yourself. Tell us how you're feeling. Use your words.
Am I gonna die?
Eventually.
We all must die. To die once is informative. To die twice is stupid.
Wait, how can you die more than once?
Many of us die before we have ever lived, my friend.
Glint's just like science brain not working.
I
This
turn
is
to
like
Haukin. I understand what you're saying. I definitely don't understand what he's saying.
this is the conversation between a pure philosopher and a pure scientist, and they're on different wavelengths.
So I guess the question at this point is, do we want to do this? And if we do, how much trust are we putting in Lysanthier?
In fact, how much trust is Lysantier putting in us? Once we acquire the gem, as Dawn mentioned, we may use it for whatever purposes we deem appropriate.
Marshall, Lysanthier being on the council, does that like automatically mean that he himself is like archfey type thing, or at least, magically powerful himself beyond just politically powerful?
He definitely has an air of power about him. Um, the way that this whole building is constantly changing, it looks like it's a little bit beyond what his second in command can do. And this building is constantly changing on the inside. It's bigger on the inside. It he is definitely archfey or has some type of archfey like power. And he's not hiding it.
When you have that level of power, you don't even need to mask it. You just like flex in the world. It's not.
Is
Well,
there a reason that you need us to get the gem for you?
Yes. As a member of the Fey Council, I can only do so much with without them knowing that it would be me, and then them all coming after me immediately. I am powerful, but I could not take on the whole court by myself,
Okay.
or even me and my second in command. We would not be strong enough. That's why I needed to do it secretly. There is already a level of risk that I would be using to give you my code, basically, to use the teleportation circle to get to the Heartwood. but that can be acquired in different ways, but it is extremely difficult, and I could work my way through that. That's as far as I can, that's as much as I can do without being caught.
The idea of a person with your abilities being afraid of being caught, how do they say, it rolls downhill, and we are definitely downhill. What happens to us if we are caught and not successful in this grand heist of yours? You said there's a matter of risk, and while I'm not opposed to the grand adventure of death, I would prefer it come another day.
The risk is great. That's why I'm giving you all the option. And I provided these trials to see how skillful you were to being able to handle unknown not consequences, but unknown challenges. That's the word. Thank you. And I wanted to make sure that you would be able to handle those, but I can't say that there is not a chance for no. I cannot say that you will. There's not a chance of death. There is a chance, and that is why I am paying so greatly. You all will be able to have anything that you will want. You will not be hurting for anything for the rest of your lives, and for all of your lineage's life. And if you have an infinite lifespan, you would also be okay.
I think right now Beef is kind of like, he's thinking this through in his head, and he's thinking about like, the finances that he could use to support not only his business but the others in the neighborhood. But he's also thinking about just like the political consequences of all of this and what could happen. And he still doesn't fully trust Lysanthier. Like, what could happen if either he or Callum Diatribe get their hands on the gem, and like neither one really feel like a good outcome to Beef. And also there's like a angle of denial with him as well, of like, I haven't died yet, so I'm not fully convinced it can happen. Like, he knows he can die, but he's like rationalizing in his head like, I might as well try it. I've haven't met a man who could best me. um so he just kind of, you know like, motions to Dawn to get off his back. He stands up, walks over. All right, I'm in. You got your muscle.
Lysanthier. Like a gentle handshake.
Mine is a firm handshake.
As you go firm, you feel basically the same thing, but a little bit stronger. It looked dainty coming in.
I just nod to him and walk away and sit in the floor, like on the other side of the room.
All right.
The others?
Well, friend Beef seems to have made his decision, and this has been a grand adventure so far. Very, very enlightening. Very enlightening. I anticipate there will be much more that can be learned and can be understood, and so the next grand adventure, and who knows, when power comes our way, what power may be used. It will be very enlightening.
Yes.
I like
Does
how
that mean
whatever
you are in?
Sorry.
I am certainly in, for now.
Okay.
Look how like your whatever you're doing on your computer every now and then it lights up. And so while you were saying that last bit, it was just the full light on your face, while you're doing the smile, and then as you ended, the light went away. It was a nice dramatic. Oh, it's a light. It's on purpose. Okay.
Right.
This. Well, I like it. I'm here for
Thank
it.
you.
I appreciate the theatrics.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But one more service we provide. You might say it's enlightenment.
Uh.
I love it. Dawn and Glint.
I just go up behind him and just go, yeah, I'm in, and then I walk away.
Thank you.
Glint's
I
definitely.
can't hear you. Oh, there you are.
I wasn't talking.
Oh.
Glint is like the conversation he had with his boss is running through his mind, and he's just like, "Don't have a choice. I have to do this. I may die. I may never see my mom again. I may never." He's just like running through all of the catastrophizing, and he's like, "I'll do it," and then just flinches.
Well said, Glint.
Thank you.
Well said.
Now, for you four, and for the other four, the jobs that you will be embarking on, you will not be seeing me again until after the job is finished. The only other information that you will get from me later is the when you should be going into a suggestion for when you should go to the Fey Court after y'all case it. That's more up to y'all, whichever y'all feel is best. And then communicating that to the other crew, whereas they will be your decoys. And I will also be giving you all the code to be able to use the teleportation circle. This will all be done through Thalantor. He will be our go-between. And if you have any questions, feel free to always ask, and I will provide as much help as I can. But like as I said, I can only provide so much with things at the Fey Court. Is there anything that any of you may need right now to be able to help prepare?
Do you happen to have any scrolls of fireball laying around?
As you ask for a scroll of fireball, he raises his hand, and a vine comes down, and it starts becoming a branch, and he breaks it off, and it is a wand of fireball.
What?
I didn't know we could just ask for magic items. Dang, man. Asking
I
you
shot
shall
my shot.
receive.
Yeah. Oofta.
That was very
I can
enlightening.
provide. I can provide so much. Anything else?
Don't even know what to ask for.
This is where you want gauntlets of ogre strength, and I mean, come on, let's just Christmas, right? Christmas with mom and dad.
I will be here for the next few hours, and then I must go. I will give you time to talk amongst yourselves. If you need anything, just
Real
call,
quick.
and I will be here. Oh, yes.
Since they're just the B team, they're the distraction. Am I allowed to
Yes.
make fun of Tobin?
As long as
Please say yes.
Tobin, is he allowed to make fun of you? Tobin. I don't want to be made fun of.
Sorry, we only respect the opinions of people who have a sense of balance in this house.
I have a sense of balance. I was just clocked on the head by a thing of hail.
So he knows which way is down.
Marshall,
I just
I thought of an idea because I need to actually use it because because otherwise I keep forgetting he has it. I would like to I would like to have Glint prophesy.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what he's prophesying, but
Is there anything that you're wanting to look towards specifically in the near future?
it's like he doesn't know what he needs or what his friends
Maybe the prophecy could be
companions.
something like, in your hour of great need, look to the north and help shall appear," or something like that. At the breaking of the dawn, we got Gandalf riding over the hill with 1,000 elves or something. I mean,
it's gonna give you your lucky numbers like a fortune cookie does.
Oh,
'Cause he can only do
sorry.
this like he can only do this like once a day.
Um, why am I blanking? Holy crap. Haukin. The Wand of Magic Missile only has 2 charges in it.
you mean the wand of fireball?
Well, oh yeah, Wand of Fireball. That's what I
Thank
meant.
you. Thank you. 2 charges. Great. After that, it's expended, so it's not like recharge every morning or something.
It doesn't recharge.
That's all right. I will take it. 2 charges of fireball is awesome for a monk to have at his disposal.
uh,
I mean, there's never any build that can't use Fireball. Let's be real.
Yeah.
um,
You happen to have
so,
a scroll of power word kill.
oh,
You gotta- No.
Sorry, I cannot provide that.
Do you have any like
They would know
magic
it's my magic.
potions?
Yes. What? Is there anything in Pacific?
I don't know.
One
It
more
just
for Ash.
seems like a fun thing after you handed my friend a wand of fireballs. I don't know.
Okay.
It surprised me with the magical
raises-
effect.
He raises his hand, and you see sprouting out of the ground a fountain, and he reaches behind his back and pulls out a small little vial, and a liquid starts pouring out of the fountain into the vial. As it fills, he corks it, and then the fountain begins to degrade, and he hands it over to you.
Okay.
A potion of haste, good miss.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
You're trying to make her a fast woman.
If she wishes to be fast.
Could I maybe get something to like, I can already take a hit, but maybe something to help me take a hit even better. Anything like, something to out of universe increase my AC maybe. Is that possible?
Oh, so you wish to be
More
hardier
durable.
or more dexterous to be able to avoid hits?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. He is out of universe, just literally saying AC. Uh, the oh yes. And he brings his hands together, and you see branches off of his wrists begin to twirl together, and he begins to just move his hands back and forth
Really,
as he
I
makes.
don't like that image. I'm sorry.
And he begins to make a ring of wood, and he hands it to you. It is why am I blanking on the word? I almost said ring of power. It's not a ring of
Protection?
power. Protection, ring of protection. Thank you. A ring of protection.
All right then.
And then Glint, you were asking to peer into the future. More specifically, you're trying to what exactly?
He doesn't know what he needs. And he wants to choose something that he wants to ask for something that he knows would be beneficial to his companions.
Hmm. That is not something that can be gleaned from the foresight. The foresight can help you Let me reread what I wrote. Where'd it go? Quick second. Oh, did I
Oh,
not
no.
write it, how it worked exactly on your D&D Beyond?
No,
Thought I
I
did.
never got that.
I thought I did. My apologies. It's more so with again gives you foresight in how something can turn out, not what you need specifically.
Okay, well, let me rephrase the question then. He wants to look forward to see a particular challenge where he doesn't have an item that he currently has and see if
Okay.
by having an item, like if it's something would be needed. I guess he's trying to find a particular, like, what kind of a challenge is he going to struggle with?
You know that your book begins to flip through the pages, and near the end. Can you mute yourself for a second, Jeff? There's some echo. Near the end uh, of your book, basically where all of your foresights have appeared, you notice that just one sentence saying that cover will be necessary to protect you and your friends.
Mr. Silverglade, sir,
Oh, yes?
would it be possible to have something where I could conjure a wall?
Hmm. Yes.
It's called construction tools.
He pulls out of his pocket an artificer. Here you go.
Hands you a DeWalt drill.
That, or like some sort of like fortress of some kind.
Oh.
Look at something that my friends could hide inside
Uh,
and we feel safe.
Here. And he reaches into the air again, and a vine begins to fall down and begins to wrap around his arm and just keeps twirling itself around his arm. Uh, and he rolls it off and he hands it to you. It's basically 50 foot of vine, 50 feet of a vine, and it's rope. It's a vine rope that can use rope trick.
Okay,
It can use rope
That's
trick
a
once.
fun spell.
I love that spell actually. It's very fun.
It can use rope trick once.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And he'll try to like put it in like his satchel.
Now, that is all I can give to you all for now. Uh, that might be all I will be able to give, other than uh,
So no
a down.
scroll of power word kill.
No.
Okay.
How do you even know about Scroll of Power would kill?
Look,
Are you
ladies
a
like to
magic
gossip.
master?
Please.
Oh, a
I
lady. Okay.
the old ladies in my neighborhood. Sorry, that wasn't a sexist comment. There are old ladies in my neighborhood that like to gossip, and I like to talk with them. They call it spilling the tea, sis. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, okay. I understand, I think. Um,
I don't.
and well, here's a down payment basically. And he turn around, and you all, if you all turn around, do you all turn around? Uh, does Glint turn around?
You're still
Okay.
muted.
Yes, he would turn around.
You all turn around and you see a medium-sized bag. Uh, and it has 800 gold in it for each one of you.
For each of us, or 800 gold to split between us.
For each one of you.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And in the middle, he says, "This is to share amongst you a bag of holding."
Excellent.
What's
Very
it holding?
useful.
It can hold whatever you wish. It's currently not holding anything.
Hmm. When is nothing holding something? It's holding potential. That's what it's holding, yes.
But there, yes, it holds max potential for yourself.
Who's Max?
Uh, max as in like maximum.
Ah, I see.
So Max is a short is a nickname.
I
Oh,
just right on my hand, look up maximum. No, I'm kidding. I know what that word means. I'm kidding.
So
Okay.
You would know what maximum gains are.
there you go. I'm totally not going to do it, but I'm really tempted to put the wand of fireball into my box and see how it deconstructs.
Go ahead.
No. I'm going to save it, but I am
Yeah.
curious. I am
Maybe
curious.
use one of the charges, and then before you use the other charge, you can do it.
Yes.
Get at least one fireball out of it, though.
I do real quick want to walk over to Tobin and be like, "Hey, look, I've been really rough on you,
Yes.
man. And look, I've been really rough on you. That's not really who I am. I'm just having a rough week. A lot of my friends are having to shut down their businesses. My little brother came into town and didn't tell me, and I still don't know what's up with that. But look, I'm sorry that I've been picking on you. If you ever want to come by my gym, I hand them a business card. You don't want to know where I'm keeping that. I'll give you a
Oh,
friends and
you?
family discount if you want to come by and get swole together sometime.
You're at the Ascendant Dragon?
Yep, that's my gym.
Oh, you're on the same street as my sister.
Who's your sister?
She makes bread. And a bunch of basically bread goods and cakes and
Yeah, I know
snacks for
her.
everyone.
Rebredka.
For bread cut, yes, you do.
Yeah,
Right off the top
yeah,
of
I
your
know her.
Get out, both
I'm
of you.
here.
Leave.
I'm here to help her stay afloat. She was approached by a man named Joey, and I wanted to help her out.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm sorry. To make up for it, come by anytime you want. You got the friends and family discount. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try to. When I'm frustrated, I'm gonna try not to take it out on the people around me as much. That's something I need to work on. I'm sorry, and I walk away.
Thank you. And as you're walking away, Lysanther says, "Thank you all for agreeing to participate. Alandor will be with you all in the coming days. You all may continue to use this spot as a meetup. It is a safe location, unless you all have a different place you would rather meet. If you do need to get in contact with me, just call Thalandor Darkleaf's name, and he will find you. Well, I must be on my way. I bid you all farewell. And, like, oh my word. Lysanthier disappears.
Well, that was quite enlightening, my friends.
Okay, what are all of you doing? As the night is ending. The night's still pretty young. It's about like 8 or 9. Is there anything y'all are wanting to do?
I just feel really in the dark right now, honestly. Like, I feel like we need more information. Is there a
Okay.
library?
Glint,
town?
is the library still open?
Glint would know if the library is open or not.
The library is open until 1 a.m.
Dang, man. Is this a college library? What's going on?
It's the city library.
They paid the librarians very well. They are very nice.
So
Yeah.
I just
So, does anyone
They
have
have
like a
night
network?
classes.
Do we have a network of contacts that might be able to give us some more information? I feel like Haukin also is trying to put the pieces of things together, and it doesn't feel like everything that Lysanther told us is quite squared up with. I don't know. There's just like this thing in the back of my head that's spinning and is not settled.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got contacts, but not anyone with like political power. I don't know anyone that would be able to help us out with this specific situation. I don't know. My best guess would be to go to the library and see what we can find.
Okay. If does anyone have any other thoughts or anything amongst yourselves? Okay. Then you are all of you deciding to head to the library together, or are y'all separating as some of you are going to the library?
What did I find out earlier today about some other less than savory characters who may be kind of in on things like I'm wondering if Mellifluor might have some information about all this, because he's connected not politically but to some kind of underworld power stuff, because he's kind of a con man and he floats in those circles.
You weren't able to find Mellifluor. Mellifluor, if he is still around, is unable to be found currently. But you were able to get in contact with your group.
Okay, I don't have any objections to going to the library and see what can be discovered. At the very least, they might have a Starbucks in the library, and
It's Buckstar actually here.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. No, it's not.
Branding.
That feels like an anime attempt to pretend you're not just
Sponsor us,
stealing the idea.
Starbucks. Do it.
sponsor us.
Come on, already. We're popular enough.
Yeah, this could be the new franchise in the Feywild, and it explodes, right? And so they're on every corner in America. Why not also be in every pizzeria and library in the Heartwood?
But wouldn't it be called Star Coin then? Because we don't use bucks.
I was thinking
Yeah.
bucks
You're-
as in like deer.
Yeah, you're assuming it's not deer.
Yeah.
It would make sense for me. It's obviously it's
Yeah.
about deer.
Then all of you are planning to head to the library, and as you are all heading out, you are all getting on the train to head towards the library. And on your way, we will begin to fade to black as we end for tonight on the way to the library. And that is where we shall end our stream tonight. We thank you all for joining us. And we wish you all a good night.
As a
Say
reminder,
thee farewell.
no stream on the 30th.
Thank you. I almost completely forgot
We
about
will
that.
not
Yes,
be
we do
streaming
not
on the
have a stream.
30th. We will still have a video going up, both on YouTube and hopefully Twitch. We're taking the holidays off.
There'll be no
So no
session
stream
on
on
the
the
30th.
no
There'll
session.
be no session.
You have
We
to
will
wait till
be picking
next
back
year.
up on the.
Yep.
Right, those jokes. We'll be
Yeah.
picking back up on the 6th of January. Okay. Say thee farewell, everyone.
Bye.
Happy Honda
Bye.
Days.
Farewell.
We're not
So you
streaming